We're going to be talking about today is Ironheart. It's a hot topic right now. And we did binge 3 episodes. I thought they were going to drop all the episodes.
Yeah, but
we're not Disney Plus subscribers. We subscribe for Ironheart.
They do.
So it's okay. You said that you told me that there was going to be 6 episodes.
There's 6, so we're like halfway through.
So they dropped 3. We'll just talk to you about today. Is it worth your time? Continue to watch it.
Yeah.
Is it worth your time to continue to watch it? All right. So let's get into it. Yeah. Let's jump right into Ironheart.
Yep.
So episode 1, we reintroduced Riri Williams. We met her in Black Panther. We get reintroduced to her.
Yep.
She's at MIT. She's expelled from MIT.
Yes.
Because she's not taking her classes.
Yes. Among others.
Also cheating because she's selling inventions.
Yep.
She goes home to Chicago, Illinois, taking with her a suit she built with her grant money.
Yep.
But the AI does not work because she's expelled, and it was AI that was built through the school. So she's like, oh man, I've got to get money to rebuild the suit and create the AI.
Yeah.
So she's like, I need a job. But also, we're reconnecting with her family, which is just her mom right now and one of her friends growing up who is clearly romantically interested in this girl, Zay. Right? That's cool. That's great. She's got no money. She's going through like an old junk parts store where we get introduced to a criminal.
Yeah.
Cool guy. He's from the show Good Girls. That's what I know him from.
Okay.
At least the TikToks talking about the show Good Girls. Anyway, and this character, John, is like, real smooth, case to place, learned some stuff about her very quickly because they've got pictures.
It was a really cool scene.
It was a great scene.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, man, if you need money, you're this really important girl, super smart genius.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
That's not a smart genius thing to do. What do you think she does? Well, she does it anyway. She goes and we meet Parker, the hood, who may or may not have some supernatural weirdness going on with him and his criminal, gang group.
Of thieves,
yeah, we've got Rampage, the 2 sisters that like to punch things, a pyrokinetic, a software genius, non-binary person. Pretty interesting group. I know I've read and seen things where they're like, we don't like them. By interesting group, I do specifically mean John, Parker, and Clown Girl. I think that's what her name is. I swear that's what they were calling her.
The arsonist? I think so.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Love the arsonist.
Yeah.
So she meets up with them. She goes through their little trial and, to see if she's actually smart by breaking out of an elevator that she otherwise would have died in, allegedly.
Yeah.
She passes this trial. They're like, hey, great. We're going to go commit crimes. She's like, oh, that's stupid. We'll pay you. And then Parker, as the villain of the series, monologues something. He just rambles about how people don't care about us.
Convincing.
I was no one until I put the suit on.
Yeah,
and you're nothing without the suit. It read very much like this movie right here.
Yeah.
That whole scene.
Yeah.
And then he just hands her a fat stack of money
as a down payment.
Undisclosed amount. We don't know how much it was, but it was enough for her to go home and build her
and finish building
her AI that she synthesized using her brain waves.
Which I don't even know how that happened. But
a lot was packed into that episode. That was episode 1. I don't know if we get introduced to the AI then
or at the beginning of episode 2. But
either way, let's roll right into it. The AI that she built is her dead best friend, because that's what she was thinking about when she fell asleep.
Yep.
While her brain was connected to the computer
and then
that was synthesizing her brain to make the AI. It's weirder than the comic book thing where Tony Stark just sends her a scan of his brain as her AI for a little bit.
Yeah.
Way weirder. It's fine. Then we go into episode 2. She's trying to deal with Natalie, if I'm remembering correctly from episode 2. She's like freaking out.
Because
she's
Natalie,
like, oh my God.
This AI has it. Her
personality, everything, all that kind of stuff.
All that. And even showcases that she has some memories of the past, which she shouldn't have. But super weird.
I don't know, man. It's a weird situation.
Yeah.
So,
but she
starts
wants to ignore that.
I'm pretty sure she starts some crime in this episode.
Yeah, she ignores that, tries to go work for Parker and do their first job together.
Yeah.
It almost messes up because of Natalie. Popping in, trying to insert herself because she was supposed to be able to protect her. And
she does all that. Natalie's hilarious the entire episode while we're trying to figure out this whole, I hate you, you're not really Natalie, you're making me uncomfortable because Natalie's dead. Yep. Natalie's like, girl, I'm talking to you right now. Then we get introduced to another character in this episode. She goes to find this guy. He's living in a very nice suburban upper middle class neighborhood where some lady keeps having her dog poop in his lawn.
Super rude.
We hate that.
Yeah.
And anyway, so she blackmails this guy. This guy's name is Joe.
Yes, that's his real name.
I swear to God, Joe McGillicuddy sounds so familiar for some reason. That's his real name.
Yeah.
Joe McGillicuddy.
Yeah. It's his real name.
That's his real name.
It is his real name.
He lets her bully him into taking her to the bunker where he keeps all of this. There are warheads.
Yes.
There are missiles.
Yeah.
And other things that I can't fathom that he buys.
First of all, he has the money to do so, which I
Super
think is weird.
Well, we know why it's not weird.
I know, but like
they don't know yet, unless you've already watched it, in which case you do know, and that means you're just here to ask us whether or not you should keep watching the show. Is it worth your time?
Yeah.
And we'll answer that. So she does that. She gets the part that she needs. Joe's weird but funny. Natalie's weird but funny.
Yeah. She goes and does crime with Parker.
Right. That's when they go and do the Underground Railroad thing.
Yep.
And they blackmail that lady by having them hire the criminal organization
into the company,
and then give them stakes in the company so they get paid a lot of money, which they got almost immediately because there we go, money gun party.
Yeah, don't know how that worked.
The plans don't make sense to me because, like, what bank account information did you give them? I'm sure they're criminals. I guess we're supposed to just
fake bank account.
I'm like, it's real bank account with fake IDs and all that cannot be traced back to them. We are left to assume all of those things. Is that good writing? Is that bad writing?
Is not able to fire them or anything. It's just not.
Yeah, no, but if they fire them, remember, they'll go and mess up that Underground Railroad again.
Oh, right. And they wouldn't have been able to up the security. But
that's episode 2. Episode 3, oddly enough, you want to know what's crazy?
What?
You know how I was typing notes during the episode?
Yeah.
I only had one note on episode 3.
Which was?
Mephisto is the hood. Or Mephisto is somehow connected to the hood.
I mean, yeah.
I was so engrossed in episode 3.
Yeah.
I didn't take any notes after that. And let's just get into it. Episode 3, more crime is committed.
Yep.
It's really intense. I'm really trying not to spoil things. Characters may or may not have died.
Right.
Another character may or may not have revealed who he is.
Who he is, yeah.
You know, another character may or may not be hating Riri right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot. If you've seen the episode, you get it. If you haven't, here's where we start to tell you guys whether we think the show is worth watching.
Yeah.
After our really bad synopsis.
I thought
we'll get better at this.
I thought you did phenomenal.
I appreciate it. I don't think I did good because it was just like the episodes were literally introduce a character. She does crime. She does more crime, and it causes a cascade of events.
Yeah.
Now we're halfway through the season.
Yeah. I mean,
it feels like we're halfway through a season, and I don't think.
I mean,
I don't think it was bad,
but I feel like
episode 1 could have been 2 episodes.
Episode 1 could have been 2. I think that was way too rushed.
Yeah.
Episode 1 almost made me not want to keep watching. I don't think the characters were. I mean, I know we know Riri Williams, but other than that,
I didn't fall in love with her character at all.
No, and then I would have liked to have had better time with Parker's group and gotten to know them because those are our characters. It is an ensemble cast, and we really don't have any substance with them.
Yes,
and we
but because I don't think they're important. I don't think it's I
feel like they should have been.
I think they're a vehicle.
Yeah.
To tell the story. I don't think any of them are necessary.
And I think that is a missed opportunity.
Really?
Yeah. I think that.
But when you've only got 6 episodes.
I mean, yeah, I do get that. I do get their time constraint. I do understand that. And I don't know, just even with that, I just don't think they were built well. I don't know.
Again, when you've only got 6 episodes, here's me playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
You're greenlit. You've got the show. They say you get 6 episodes. That's what we're budgeted for.
Yeah.
I think they did the best with what they could. Yeah. I do like the characters, at least 3 of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, Natalie in general, that actress, that character, I found them to be the highlight. Yeah. Every time they were on screen.
I was kind of really happy that she became the AI.
Instead of us going with the Tony Stark origin. You think that would have been better?
I mean, no, I just mean like why I like the character. Okay. Because the little snippets that we had of her in the flashback, I was like, dang, what a wasted character.
Yeah.
Then when it revealed why, like, I think why they made such a good character is because they were going to be using her.
They were going to be using her.
So I thought that was cool.
They should watch it. But should they keep watching it? Will we keep watching it is the question that we're
Yeah.
trying to answer here.
Because of episode 3, yes.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah. If they
Okay.
kept the same, if I had just watched episode 1
Mhm.
and left it at that, I would say don't keep watching. But episode 2 was a little better, especially with the introduction of Natalie's character and that dynamic with Riri.
Right,
Episode 3 overall,
Right.
like everything I was saying about the group and not liking those characters, I thought they did better with episode 3.
I definitely
with
agree
all
with
those
that.
characters, and like how that ends and how the whole thing of it, I think it made me want to, because it ended in a way that I wasn't, like, I was expecting it, but not to the degree that it went, I think. And then I'm just like, oh wow, they
did that.
They did that.
Yeah.
And now I want to know how this falls apart.
I agree. I
Yeah.
think if you have not watched the series, is it worth watching for 6 episodes? Yes.
For 6 episodes, yeah.
I agree. I definitely think it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Again, like you said, had this been something they drop week to week, no.
No,
If they were doing one episode this week, one episode next week, so on and so forth, I would have dropped
lost
after
me.
episode 1.
Yeah, for
I would
sure.
have been like, episode 1 is not great.
Yeah. I was like, that's what
they're
you
trying to
guys
smash
gave me
in
to-
too much.
Yeah.
But because we got 3 episodes, which is usually about what I give a series, anime or live action,
Yeah, it
before I
actually
decide whether or not
got
I drop it.
Better.
Now, this has nothing to do with is it worth it? We did answer that question. I definitely think if you already pay for Disney Plus,
Yeah.
watch the series, especially if you're a fan of the Marvel projects.
Yeah.
If you're not a fan of the Marvel projects, I don't know why you clicked on this
maybe not
video.
for you, right?
But that means that you're thinking about watching it. Go watch it.
Go
like
watch it.
follow that breadcrumb in your mind and just telling you, or maybe click on it, watch it.
Yeah.
I'm excited, right? But I do want to acknowledge that there's been a lot of hate for this series.
Yeah.
I cannot express how much I am disappointed in a lot of bigger YouTubers who have made videos about it,
Yeah.
and it's been like, oh man, like you're racist. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just blatantly, like, listen, that's not what this video is about. This video is just telling people, ignore them. This show is worth watching right now.
Yeah.
We will do another one of these once it's finished, and we'll binge every episode in a night. We'll come back and we'll talk about it
And
again
then see if
and
the
see
actually
if it's actually fully as a completed series worth watching.
Yeah.
But right now, I say it's worth continuing to watch or starting if you haven't.
Yeah, for sure.
We're out.
We're out.